Let's have a look at cubic function, and especially the table and the graph. Apart from that, let's look at it how to understand big question with a function. Big question have a story. So let's see. A company makes and sells different types of sheds. For each type of shed, they can model the profit they will make based on the number of sheds they will sell. So what is the story about? There is a company, they make sheds. We are not told what kind of sheds. I'm presuming probably a garden shed. And they make profit. Well, kind of makes sense. If you are selling something, it would be good to make money out of it. So, how much they make is based on how much they sell, which make again sense, isn't it? It's reasonable. Okay, the profit from shade type F, so here we are talking about a specific type of a shade, can be modeled by, and we have the function. So don't forget, function is about x and y value. Yeah, it's just every question will have different x and different y. So in this case, the profit can be modeled by the function. So this part here, that's profit, that's your y. And then where x is the number of shades sold. So here, what we are having, so here and here and here, so therefore here is number of shades. So that's what it means, those two values. So when we are looking at profit, which will be expressed how number of euros, isn't it, that we make, presuming it's euro, that will be 400 multiply. That will be multiplied by what? Number of sheds. And then minus 5, again, multiply number of sheds, and that is going to be taken to the power of 2 minus 0.3, and again that multiply by number of sheds, and that is taken to the power of 3 minus 900. So that's the elements. That's your y, that's your x, that's what they mean. So in this question, what do we need to do? We have to fill in the table, and then we have to draw the graph. How do we fill in the table? Well, ideally will be if you know how to use your calculator to get the table. Usually, depending the kind of calculator, but usually we go to menu and then we look for table, where we can put that in here. In general, in Casio, that will be number 3. And then we put our function. We have fx on the screen of the calculator, so we put our function, and then calculator is asking us about the values of x. So usually it will say, at what value do you want to start? Here we are starting at 0. At what value of x do you want to end? 25. And then it's saying step, meaning, well, how much do you want to step between those values? And in this case, we can see it jumps or steps every 5. And then we press 0 and we get the table. So the numbers we should get is minus 900, then 2,200, 2,625, and the last value minus 275. So the next thing is drawing our graph. So we have to mark the dots. So 0 minus 900, 0, that's 1,000. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1,000 is divided into 4 parts. So that means each part will be 250. So that will be minus 250. Here will be plus 250. We are looking at 900. So that will be somewhere close here. Then the next one for 5. Then on plus side, 925. So again, close to my 1,000. Then 10, 2,200. So a little bit below my line, because that will be 2,250. Then 15, 2,600. So that is 2,500. That is 2,750. So 600 to 50 will be somewhere here. 21,900. So that is below my 2,000. That's the 2,000 line. And then the last one, 25 minus 275. So that's where that's going to be. And the last thing, don't forget, join the dots. Now, this is cubic equation or part of it what we are looking at. That cubic equation will look like that. That's the way the graph of that equation will go. My apologies, I drew that the other way around. Now, how do I know how the graph is going to look like? We know that by the value of the number that stands beside x to the power of 3. If that value is positive, that's the way it goes. In this case, it's negative, then that's the way our graph will go.